G'day, legends. Just with what's going on around the world at the moment, I thought it might be a nice time to just uh, tell you the story about something that happened Friday. And as I constantly on this channel finish every video with do something nice for someone else, is one of my sayings. And not that I'm trying to show off or make this about me or whatever. I'm trying to show that in this field I try and lead by example and do exactly as I say. So I was on Fridays. I do a long drive for a job quite regularly, and so I was on a 3-hour one-way trip, and I was about 90 kilometres from Geelong, which is one of our smaller cities in Victoria, in Australia. And I was driving along. It was a nice day. I was just looking at the road while I was listening to some music or a podcast or something. And I thought, geez, that looks like a wallet in the middle of the road. Now, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, literally, there's no towns for probably 20 kilometres either direction. There had been a decent intersection, like turnoff, which sort of heads off towards another city. And so I thought, I'm actually going to pull over and just check whether that was a wallet, which is, a lot of the time you sort of see something, you go, oh, it probably wasn't, and you just keep driving. But I was pretty certain it was a wallet. So I reversed back, got back to it and went, it's still, looking in the mirrors, that still looks like a wallet. Got out, it was a wallet. And it was in the middle of the lane I'd been driving on, and it had been run over multiple times by the looks of it. And it for the Aussies out there, it was an R.M. Williams wallet, so pretty good quality leather wallet. And I opened it up and had a look inside, and it had the license right at the front. And so I got back in the car and thought, oh, well, I'll drop it off at the next police station or whatever. And then I thought, oh, hang on, I'll check the license. I said to my officer, I just chucked and I read out the license, the town, and I read Newtown. Thing is, I didn't know at the time. I'd misread it. So Newtown is actually a suburb of Geelong, which is where I was going. So I went, oh, well, I'll just drop it off to the person's house on the way. We get to Geelong, I pull over, and I thought I dropped off my mate to his appointment, and I looked at it, went, I'll go and drop this off. I put it in. That's not coming up. That street, it's not near here. That's a bit weird. Looked again, and I'd actually got, it wasn't Newtown, it was Newington, which is actually a suburb in Ballarat, another city, which was about a bit over an hour away from where I was, which was also a 45-minute detour on my way home. So I thought, well, I'll still just drop it off. It's got the address there, I'll drop it off. Now, so I drove to this person's place. He wasn't home. I'm guessing by the person that answered the door, it was like a younger sister or something like that. They went, oh my gosh, he's in Torquay. He's only just come back for the weekend, so he's obviously moved out of home or whatever. He was younger photo on the license, probably just above P plater age in Australia, which is early 20s. And he's actually from Adelaide. So I thought, he's gone from Ballarat, he's come home from Adelaide. So Adelaide is probably 8 hours from Ballarat. He's come home to his home house, I'd say, where his parents live. He has driven to Torquay, which is up past Geelong somewhere there, and he's dropped his wallet somehow, I don't know, off the back of the ute, or one of his mates was mucking around, it's fallen out the pocket. I have no idea how it got in the middle of the highway. He wasn't there. I don't know the end of this story. But I just wanted to say that sometimes going out of your way, that young fella, he was probably, pretty worried. For a guy, everything lives in your wallet. if it's not on your phone these days. I'm a wallet person. I don't have everything on my phone. If I lost my wallet, you're just stuck. So to know that someone, I'm hoping that to know that someone I was able to bring that to his house, and he can just pick it up on the way back through to where he lives now. I'm hoping that just made his life easier. And so, as I always say, do something nice for someone else. Well, I've done something nice for him. Hopefully, he takes that and passes it on and does it for someone else. Now, I know this wasn't about crypto, but I just wanted to pass this story on. Hopefully, inspire people to get out there and do something nice for someone else. All right, Crypto Bogan out.